Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Dobro večer, dame in gospodje.
I'm happy to be here after some years.
Zelo ga veseli, da je po dolgem času spet tu.
We were in cooperation with Slovenian companies for separation of viruses and some glycoproteins.
Da sodeluje s slovenskimi podjetji na ločevanju virusov in oligosaharidov.
And I will show you some very interesting things about molecular hydrogen because I use it for years.
Pokazal bo nekaj zanimivih stvari o molekularnem vodiku, tudi on ga uporablja že vrsto let.
And I'm responsible in company for research and development of medical applications of molecular hydrogen.
In v podjetju je zadolžen za razvoj, ko se aplicira molekularni vodik.
I studied pharmaceutical faculty in Hradec Králové 100 years ago.
Pred 100 leti je študiral na univerzi v Hradec Králové.
And I'm specialized in dosage forms technology in clinical trials.
In je specializiran za klinične študije na področju farmakologije.
Today we will speak about molecular hydrogen, that means no atoms. One atom, two atom, and connected with bonds is molecular hydrogen, gas.
Danes bomo govorili o molekularnem vodiku, ne kot o atomih, se pravi dva atoma vodika povezana med seboj z vezjo, se pravi H2, to je plin. Ne?
Gas has very poor solubility in water.
Plin ima slabo topljivost v vodi.
Is more lipophilic.
Je bolj topljiv v oljih in maščobah.
So if you go to net and you will put down molecular hydrogen, you will see a lot of medicinal application.
Če boste na internetu iskali molekularni vodik, boste našli mnogo načinov, kako se ga lahko uporabi v medicini.
Not just technical use and energetics.
Ne samo za tehnično in energetsko uporabo.
Medicine.
Za medicino, za zdravje.
And you will see in the future we will use a lot of inhalation, not just hydrogen. I believe that some other gases will be used.
In v prihodnosti boste videli, bomo veliko uporabljali za inhalacijo, veliko plinov, ne samo vodik, verjame, da jih bo več.
Majority of research concerning to hydrogen is in China.
Večina raziskav se na podlagi vodika dela na Kitajskem.
But we are here in Japan with my boss, Shigeru Ohta.
Njegov nadrejeni pa prihaja iz Japonske, Shigeru Ohta.
Yeah, and he is working with hydrogen from 2007. He was one of the first.
In on dela z vodikom, že od leta 2007 bil en prvih.
And from this time a lot of clinical trials and testing was done.
In od takrat so opravili veliko študij in kliničnih raziskav.
So where is the problem? If you have oxygen.
Torej, v čem je problem? Če imate kisik.
Okay. If you have nitrogen.
Če imate dušik.
And if you have metals.
In če imate kovine.
They always create some molecules that create oxidative stress.
Vedno proizvedejo neke molekule, ki proizvajajo oksidativni stres.
And the most dangerous are two of them.
In najbolj nevarni sta dve od njih.
Which is one.
Ta.
And peroxynitrit.
In peroxynitrit.
And we can cancel them very simply and efficiently with molecular hydrogen.
In zmanjšamo jih zelo enostavno in učinkovito s molekularnim vodikom.
These are known effects of molecular hydrogen which are non-direct.
To so znani učinki molekularnega vodika, direktni učinki, se pravi neposredni učinki.
Directly, and they create some signaling ways, antioxidants, protection of cells, and mainly anti-inflammatory effects.
In delajo, se pravi, modulacijo signalov, so antioksidanti, ščitijo celice in predvsem imajo antivnetne lastnosti.
If I suffer, for example, with bacterial infection of viral infection like COVID or flu, I have very high levels of NF-kappa B in my cells.
Se pravi, če imamo kakšno bakterijsko ali pa virusno okužbo, recimo tako kot je bil COVID, imamo zelo visok nivo NF-kb v celicah.
And this high level can kill me.
In te visoke nivoje lahko ubijajo človeka.
And molecular hydrogen can efficiently decrease very fast this level of these harmful molecules.
In molekularni vodik lahko izredno hitro zniža nivoje teh škodljivih molekul.
This is one known direct effect of molecular hydrogen,
To je en znan neposreden učinek molekularnega vodika,
which is our hemp from red blood cells.
ki je hem iz rdečih krvničk.
And there is estimation that about 10% of them are oxidized to iron 3 valency.
Domnevajo, da je nekje 10% se oksidira v Fe3.
And hydrogen can decrease it completely to bivalent working biological active form. Yeah?
In vodik jih lahko popolnoma zniža na bioaktivno delujočo biološko obliko.
Okay, let's jump here. The most frequent cell in our body are red blood cells.
Najpogostejše celice v našem telesu so krvničke.
They are very, very small, 5
So-
microns,
So zelo majhne, zelo malo mikronov.
similar to bacteria.
Enako približno kot bakterije.
And every second in my bones, your bones, 2 million of them are born.
In vsako sekundo so v človeškem telesu, v kosteh, se producira nekje 2 milijona teh celic.
And at the same time, 2 million of them are killed in my liver and other organs in my body.
In istočasno se jih približno 2 milijona ubije oziroma uniči v jetrih in ostalih organih v telesu.
How long live red blood cells?
Kako dolgo živijo rdeče krvničke?
Do you remember from the school?
Se kdo spomni iz šole?
3 months. Yeah?
Ja.
3 months is typical time.
3 mesece
sure,
je
right.
tipično, oziroma nekje povprečje normalno.
And there are other heroes, some white blood cells,
Se pravi, bele krvničke,
immunity cells.
te, ki skrbijo za
They live
imunskost,
2 weeks.
potrebujejo 2 tedna.
And if I have infection, just 5 days.
In pri infekciji potrebujejo le 5 dni.
That means I need new and new and new white blood cells.
Kar pomeni, da rabimo znova in znova nove bele krvne celice.
My bones are replaced every 7 or 10 years.
Kosti se na novo zgradijo, se pravi, se zamenja zgradba vsake 7 do 10 let.
And there is just one organ, in my case, 67 years, which is my brain.
In v njegovem primeru je samo en organ, ki je star 67, v njegovem primeru 67 let, in to so njegovi možgani.
If I do mathematical average,
Če matematično naredi povprečje,
that means that I am 2-year or 3-year-old baby.
pomeni, da je 2 ali 3 leta star otrok, dojenček.
You are 2-year-old baby as well.
In tudi vsi mi smo 2 do 3 leta stari dojenčki.
And how looks condition, how we do the best condition for our new cells, depends just on us.
In kakšne pogoje za nove celice naredimo, to je odvisno od nas.
What is good to know that even our body have some circadian rhythms. That means we are completely different in the morning and completely different through the night.
Tudi naše telo ima cirkadialni ritem, kar pomeni, da smo zjutraj povsem drugačni kot pa zvečer.
Because of behavior, moving,
Zaradi
Practice,
obnašanja, gibanja, vseh
thinking.
stvari, ki jih delamo, mislimo,
presentations,
predstavitev, recimo,
looking.
gledanja.
We create or generate a lot of radicals of oxygen and nitrogen.
In zaradi vsega tega ustvarjamo veliko kisikovih in dušikovih radikalov.
And they are so toxic that through the night, the main task for sleeping is to wash it out and to clean the body and mainly brain.
In to so tako toksične snovi, da v bistvu glavna stvar, ki se dogaja po noči, je, da telo čisti vse te radikale, da se izločijo iz
We
telesa.
will speak about oncology a little bit.
Malo bomo govorili tudi o onkologiji.
And it's good to know
Dobro je vedeti,
that majority of tumor cells are divided in the evening through the beginning of the night.
In dobro je vedeti, da se večina celic deli zvečer in skozi noč.
because of tumor escape. They try to escape our immunity cells.
Poskušajo uiti našim imunskim celicam.
So molecular hydrogen is the most powerful antioxidant because of its small size. They have no limit.
Se pravi, molekularni vodik je najboljši antioksidant, zato ker je toliko majhen, nima nobenih ovir.
And especially in case of mitochondria
Še posebej v primeru mitohondrijev
and biological membranes,
in bioloških membran,
they contain fatty acids,
ki vsebujejo maščobne kisline,
unsaturated fatty acids.
nenasičene maščobne
And they are
kisline
very sensitive to oxidation stress.
in so zelo občutljive na oksidativni stres.
No one vitamin C, uric acid, albumin, vitamin E will help out.
Noben antioksidant drug, se pravi C-vitamin, folična kislina in podobno ne pomaga,
Because they can be transferred through porins to the cytosol of the cells.
ker so lahko grejo skozi porine v
Cytosol inside of
grejo
cells.
znotraj celic, ja?
And molecular hydrogen can enter everywhere.
Molekularni vodik pa lahko vstopi kamorkoli.
And even if we eat unsaturated fatty acids,
In tudi če jemo nenasičene maščobne kisline,
it is good to eat just the fresh,
je dobro, da jemo samo sveže,
non-oxidized.
neoksidirane.
Because if you eat very old fish
Če jeste zelo stare ribe
or some milk products or even capsules 2 years old,
ali pa
is
mlečne
not good
izdelke,
idea.
ali pa kapsule, ki so stare naprimer 2 leti, to ni dobra ideja.
it can cause all these problems.
Lahko povzroči vse te težave. Se pravi, poškodbo kardiovaskularnih, se pravi, srčno-žilnih.
What we recommend? If we are speaking about molecular hydrogen, the best way is inhalation.
Ko govorimo o molekularnem vodiku, je najboljši način vnosa v telo inhalacija.
We will do some practice.
Malo bomo povedali.
And if you inhale hydrogen,
In če vdihnete vodik,
main effect is here in the lungs,
je glavni učinek v pljučih,
heart,
srcu in možganih, glava,
but the whole body.
ampak na splošno na celem
But
telesu.
majority here.
Ampak večina v trupu in glavi.
If I drink water,
Če pijemo vodo,
I can use cans
lahko uporabimo tudi pločevinke
or I can saturate it from generator.
ali pa nasičimo vodo z vodikom s generatorjem.
You can even add some very useful minerals like magnesium,
Lahko dodamo tudi kak zelo uporaben mineral, kot je na primer magnezij,
potassium.
kalij.
These are intracellular ions,
To so intracelularni ioni
and majority of us suffer because of that. Like we don't have lack of calcium, believe to me.
in
Calcium is very toxic.
večina nas trpi oziroma imamo težave zato, ker je pomanjkanje teh ionov oziroma teh snovi, ne pa kalcija.
And we can even use some supplements,
Lahko uporabimo tudi dodatke k prehrani,
tablets or capsules.
tablete ali kapsule.
They contain some saccharides,
Kondenzirajo neke sladkorje,
oligosaccharides.
oligosaharide,
Do you remember trehalose and mannitol?
trihalozo in manitol.
And if you swallow them,
In če jih pogoltnemo,
our friends in our gastrointestinal tract,
naši prijatelji v prebavnem sistemu, traktu,
they are happy,
so izredno srečni,
they are feeded,
ker so
and
nahranjeni
they will start immediately to create molecular hydrogen.
in takoj začnejo proizvajati molekularni vodik.
And main task for them is here, gastrointestinal tract, liver, kidneys.
In glavni del, kjer največjo nalogo opravijo, je prebavni trakt, jetra in ledvica.
And one interesting thing that there are known polyphenols and pentacyclic triterpenes.
Še ena zanimiva stvar je, da so znani polifenili in
Pentacyclic triterpenes, yeah.
Pentaciklični triterpens.
Is international. They have ability to inhibit some enzymes to cut starch and oligosaccharides.
In imajo zmožnost, da zmanjšajo oziroma da zmanjšajo neke vrste škroba, sladkorjev in polisaharidov.
Yeah. And the result is similar.
In rezultat je podoben.
Microbes create hydrogen.
Mikrobi proizvajajo vodik.
Some of them are even in a cup of coffee.
Nekateri od njih se nahajajo tudi v kozarcu.
In our country there is very bad habit to drink coffee after lunch.
V njegovem podjetju imajo slabo navado, da pijejo kavo po kosilu.
I recommend it to drink it half an hour before lunch.
On predlaga, da se kavo pije približno pol ure pred kosilom.
Two reasons.
Zaradi dveh razlogov.
One is that caffeine will stimulate your stomach acid.
Iz dveh razlogov. Se pravi, prvi je, da kofein stimulira
Stomach acid.
želodčno kislino.
And second one is that polyphenols from coffee, like chlorogenic acid, they will break these saccharides from my lunch.
Okay. In drugi je, da bodo polisaharidi.
Yeah, these polyphenols.
Polifenoli bodo preprečali
will stop these enzymes to cut the starch and saccharides from lunch.
Da bi iz njegovega kosila, iz hrane zmanjšal te polisaharide in škrob.
And if you measure it through breath test, you will be surprised that after coffee and lunch, you will have much higher level of molecular hydrogen in your breath.
In če naredite test z izdihom, se pravi z dihom vašim po kosilu, boste imeli več
10-20 ppm.
20 do 30 enot na milijon več vodika v dihu, se pravi v telesu.
And for people my type, you will recognize that after months you have 1 kilo, 1.5 kilo less.
In za ljudi, pravi njegovega tipa, ugotoviš, da čez kakšen mesec imaš kakšno kilo, 2 manj.
One very good recommendation, because we made a lot of testing with molecular hydrogen, how to properly inhale, how to increase efficiency, and here is the result.
Eno dobro priporočilo, ker so delali veliko poskusov, kako povečati molekularni vodik z izdihanjem.
The best is probably your solution with mask.
Najboljša je verjetno rešitev, ki jo ima gospa Katjuša z masko.
Ampak to ni ona klasična maska, to je čisto nekaj drugega.
We are using typical cannula.
Uporabljajo tipične kanile, za nosne kanile.
And we inhale.
In vdihuje.
Through the nose.
Skozi nos.
And exhaust through the mouth.
In izdihujemo skozi usta.
Or different, you can put it inside of oral cavity.
Ali pa drugače, lahko jo damo v ustno votlino. Vdihneš.
Inhale.
In izdihnemo skozi nos.
And the result is here.
In tukaj so rezultati. Če primerjamo s kanilo, sprav dihanje skozi nos.
You have 5 times higher hydrogen level in your breath test.
Je pri testu z izdihom 5-krat več vodika v vsebnosti v tem dihu oziroma v telesu.
And if we check breath test with gastrolyzer, it is special testing for concentration of hydrogen in breath.
In če se naredi poseben test molekularnega vodika v dihu,
breast gastrolyzer is known company from UK. Or we check from plasma inflammation markers.
Ali pa v plazmi preverijo markerje vnetja.
The best result were after 30 minutes of inhalation.
So bili najboljši rezultati po 30 minutah vdihavanja.
Followed by 250 milliliters of saturated water.
S tem, da se potem 200 ml vode popilo, ki je nasičena z vodikom.
And I very recommend it even for oncology patients. You have best results for hydrogen protection of cytotoxic therapy.
Priporoča to tudi onkološkim bolnikom, ker so to najboljši rezultati za citotoksične
Yeah.
zdravljenje.
Okay. Recommendation for water.
Priporočilo za vodo.
This is testing for aspirin, which is acetyl salicylic acid.
To je testiranje za aspirin, ki je acetilna ciklična kislina.
Yeah. And one tablet contained 500 milligrams of active ingredient.
In ena tableta je vsebovala 500 mg aktivnega vodika.
And if you swallow with 20
Enote.
20 milliliters of such a water,
20 ml.
20 milliliters,
In če si popil 20 ml napolnjene vode s
just
vodikom,
one swallow.
to je en požirek,
Here is a level in a plasma,
to je nivo v plazmi.
and if you do it, that one tablet, you will swallow with this can,
Se pravi, če popijemo to eno tableto z vodo, recimo iz te pločevinke,
you have 3 times higher plasma level of aspirin.
imamo 3-krat večji nivo aspirina v
That
plazmi.
means it is equivalent to 3 tablets of 500 milligrams of tablet.
Kar pomeni, da je ekvivalentno 3 tabletom 500 mg.
The same dose,
Ista doza,
much higher plasma level,
višji nivo v plazmi,
much higher efficiency.
mnogo višja učinkovitost.
If I have to take because of yesterday's party,
Okay. Ki jih mora on vzeti zaradi
I'm
včerajšnje
happy
zabave.
to have fast and very high effect. Yeah,
Ja, zelo hiter in dober učinek ima.
and this is valid not just for aspirin. It is valid for paracetamol, acetaminophen, ibuprofen, and a lot of medical tablets which have poor solubility in water. Yeah?
To ne velja samo za aspirin, ampak tudi za veliko drugih zdravil, ki imajo ki se slabo topijo v vodi.
And we can recommend range of generators.
Lahko predlagamo celo vrsto generatorjev.
So I hold them here. We go back soon. And I will now present some results because now we are focused on dementia.
Zdaj bo predstavil nekaj rezultatov, ker bo se fokusiral na demenco.
There were a lot of clinical trials in Japan with Professor Ohta.
Profesor Ohta je na japonskem delu naredil veliko kliničnih študij.
They made patent for treatment of Alzheimer's disease with molecular hydrogen.
Pridobili so patent oziroma naredili so patent za zdravljenje Alzheimerjeve bolezni.
And now we continue in local hospitals in the Czech Republic.
In zdaj to nadaljujejo v lokalnih bolnišnicah na Češkem.
And we know from the very beginning that we will be successful. I tell you why.
In od samega začetka vejo, da bodo uspešni, vam bo povedal zakaj.
Because pharmaceutical companies focused on Alzheimer and Parkinson disease,
Ker so farmacevtska podjetja, ki se fokusirajo na Alzheimerjevo in Parkinsonovo bolezen,
they spend a lot of money for accumulation of amyloid beta and tau proteins.
Ker veliko denarja porabijo za akumulacijo beta-amiloidov in tau proteinov, oziroma patologijo teh dveh.
But our knowledge is that the main problem is inflammation in our brain,
Znanje, ki ga pa oni imajo, je pa, da je glaven problem vnetje,
even low level inflammation,
tudi
Very long.
nizko nivoje vnetij
and takes years.
in so potrebna leta za zdravljenje.
And oxidative stress caused by metals
In oksidativni stres, ki ga povzročajo neke kovine
and mainly calcium.
in veliko kalcija.
I was so surprised that calcium is the problem.
Izredno je bil presenečen, da je kalcij problematičen.
Small trip to biology.
Okay. Nemajhen izlet v biologijo.
If your cells decide to kill itself, which is apoptosis,
Če se celice odločijo, da se bodo same ubile, da bodo naredile samomor, ki je apoptoza,
they will open the pores
bodo odprle svoje pore,
because concentration of calcium outside of cells is 1000 times higher than inside of cell.
ker je koncentracija kalcija izven celic 1000-krat višja kot znotraj.
And the reason is that in cells is phosphate.
In razlog je, da je v celicih fosfat.
And calcium phosphate and calcium fluoride and some others are the lowest solubility in water. lowest.
Aha. In kalcijev fosfat in še nekateri drugi imajo najnižjo topljivost v vodi.
Typical viscosity of water in our cells is something like that, 2-4 millipascal second.
Tipična viskoznost vode v naših celicah je nekaj takega kot tej flaški. How much?
2-4 millipascal seconds.
2 do 4 milipaskale
it
sekunde.
exactly. And if calcium enter,
In če vstopi kalcij,
it is like gel,
postane kot želatina,
like
Kot gel.
honey.
kot med.
Yeah, yeah. And such a cell is destroyed, and by lysozyme enzymes, this
In
doesn't
taka,
disappear.
in taka celica je potem uničena in jo telo izloči.
And it can happen even if you feel healthy,
To se lahko zgodi tudi, če se počutite zdrave.
but we can measure it by questionnaires.
Lahko pa to vse merimo z vprašalniki.
We'll ask for a memory.
Bomo vprašali glede spomina.
Can you repeat?
A lahko ponovite?
10 mouses
10 miši,
at yesterday evening,
včeraj zvečer,
everything in my kitchen.
vse v moji kuhinji.
Can you repeat it?
A lahko ponovite?
10.
10
Mouses.
miši, včeraj zvečer v moji
Yeah,
kuhinji.
correct. Now, express days in a week, back, Sunday,
Naštejte dneve tedna nazaj, se pravi
Sunday,
nedelja,
Saturday,
sobota,
Friday.
petek, četrtek, sreda, torek, ponedeljek.
Perfect. And now, tell me about these mouses.
No, zdaj mi pa povejte o teh miših.
Not an shot. Good one. Very good score. And we can measure it, yeah?
In to lahko merimo.
And some other signs in the blood, and we can recognize it, yeah?
In z ostalimi nekimi drugimi znaki v krvi to lahko potem prepoznamo.
And we know immediately if the patient is here, mild cognitive impairment,
In takoj lahko prepoznamo, če je pacient tam le, ko ima že malo omejene kognitivne sposobnosti.
I just lost my memory,
Izgubil sem spomin,
but I can sometimes recognize my husband,
ampak včasih lahko prepoznam moža ali ženo.
but 5-6 years before that, it goes very fast.
Before or after?
Before death.
Aha, ok, 5 do 6 let pred smrtjo pa gre to izredno hitro. Se izredno hitro poslabša.
And now we know exactly what happened here in our brain.
In zdaj točno vemo, kaj se je zgodilo v naših možganih.
And again, the problem is inflammation,
In-
cytokines, cascade of inflammation.
Se pravi, problem je vnetje.
And this process will start in average in age 30.
In ta proces se v povprečju začne pri 30.
That means please start as soon as possible.
Kar pomeni, začnite čim prej.
Not just hydrogen protection.
Ne le zaščita z vodikom,
Maybe once per week it is fully enough,
enkrat na teden mogoče je povsem dovolj,
but we need a lot of
ampak
practice,
potrebujemo veliko vadbe,
good sleep,
dobro spanje,
social connection,
socialne povezave
and good feeling.
in dobro počutje.
Yoga.
Joga.
But I think that we will speak about it later. And I'm pharmacist, but I was surprised that 20% chemical drugs on the market can cause dementia.
On je farmacevt, ampak je bil presenečen, da 20% izdelkov zdravil na trgu povzroča demenco.
It is known for years,
To se ve že vrsto let.
but medical doctors still prescribe it very fast. And
Zdravniki pa še
Very
vedno to
often-
predpisujejo pogosto in hitro.
for example, anticholinergics, benzodiazepines,
Benzodiazepini
and a lot of others. And the most dangerous are proton pump inhibitors. You have reflux? You have very acidic stomach?
Najnevarnejši so pa tisti
Zaviralci.
zaviralci.
Don't use it.
Prosim, tega ne uporabljati.
Find different way.
Najte drug način.
Alginate, Gaviscon, anything. And even molecular hydrogen water is very good instead of proton pump inhibitors. Yeah.
Tudi molekularni vodik je izredno dober namesto teh.
There are many clinical trials showing that beta amyloid concept is wrong.
Mnogo kliničnih študij kaže, da je beta-amiloidni koncept da je napačen.
There is one of them, this is my favorite,
Eden od teh je ta je njegov najljubši,
because of nuns.
zaradi nun, sester.
One of my schoolmates in Prague is
Ena od njegovih sošolk iz Prage je nuna.
Boromejka. And they convince them that they will check after their death, autopsy, how looks their brain.
Prepričali so jih, da bojo po njihovi smrti v možganih preverili, kakšno je stanje.
None were with dementia.
Nobena nuna ni imela demence.
And there is explanation. No?
In je razlog za to.
Even if the brain contained a lot of beta amyloids,
Kljub temu, da so njihovi možgani vsebovali mnogo beta-amiloidov,
they have cognitive reserve. That means they are the whole life active.
so bile celo življenje aktivne,
They have a lot of
so se gibale,
social contacts for sure.
so imele
Good sleep.
socialni kontakt, dobro so
nutrition.
spale in dobro so jedle.
And there is one exception. Some of them, they had problems.
Nekateri od njih so sicer imele težave,
And it is a lower level of folate in the brain.
Nižji nivo folatov v možganih,
Reduced folate.
se pravi zmanjšanje folatov.
Where is reduced folate?
Kje je to zmanjšanje folatov?
Salad, green
Solati.
salad, orange
Pomaranče,
juice.
pomarančni sok,
Just use it.
to uporabljajte, to jejte.
We continue with cooperation with some universities and academies.
Zdaj bomo pa nadaljevali malo z korporacijo, se pravi neke univerze in
One is Palacký University in Olomouc,
ena je univerza v Olomoucu,
which is about 70 kilometers far. It is very close.
ki je
And here
zelo
is a
blizu.
leader, Michal Botek,
Vodi ga profesor Mihael Botek.
and they made a lot of clinical trials with hydrogen.
Veliko kliničnih študij so naredili s vodikom.
And the most interesting is long COVID.
Najbolj zanimiva je bila ta long COVID, dolgi
And-
COVID.
They tested ladies for performance.
Delali so teste na gospeh za
We are speaking about this, about distance.
ja, kako dolžino prehodijo.
And it was the most valued test in medicine, which is double blind test.
Bil je to dvojno slep test, se pravi test, ki je najbolj cenjen v medicini.
This means no doctor, no patient knows if
Se
it
pravi,
is placebo or variable.
Niso vedeli ne zdravniki, ne pacienti, ali jemljajo placebo ali pač vodik.
Some of them used just air, not hydrogen.
Nekateri so vdihali samo zrak, ne, brez vodika.
And there was big difference that with hydrogen they were much more powerful. You know?
In bile so velike razlike. Tisti, ki so vdihali vodik, so imeli veliko več moči,
Ja.
so bili bolj sposobni. Se
Better
pravi,
comfort, less fatigue, and
ja,
so on.
manj utrujeni in bolj so se počutili.
This is the most important picture. Please keep it in mind. Yeah?
To je najbolj pomembna slika, dobro si jo poglejte.
For me, the biggest progress in medicine
Za njega je največji napredek v medicini
was PCR techniques,
je bila tehnika PCR,
poly-chain reaction.
poličain, se pravi reakcija večjih.
Kim, Sanger, and the whole team, they received Nobel Prizes for it.
Tim, ki je to razvil, je dobil Nobelove nagrade za to.
Why it is so important?
Zakaj je tako pomemben?
Because you take a sample
Ker vzameš vzorec
and you can recognize which virus, bacteria, parasite, or me, or animal, plant is it. Yeah?
Zato, ker vzameš vzorec in lahko prepoznaš, kateri, aj to človek, kdo je žival, bakterija, virus.
For me, what was the biggest surprise
Zanje je bilo največje presenečenje,
that in my body,
da je v njegovem
human
telesu,
body,
v njegovem človeškem
are
telesu,
sequences of retroviruses.
da so sekvence retrovirusov.
10% of my DNA
10
contains viruses.
10% njegove DNA vsebuje viruse.
And now evolutionary biologists explain that it is heritage of evolution and don't think about mutations, think about viruses. My explanation is that part of my body are viruses, and that's the reason that antibiotics as medicine is so toxic to us. If you compare it with antibiotics will kill me. Huh?
Se pravi, ker je del DNA človeka so virusi, zato so antivirusna sredstva tako toksična za nas. Ne?
Okay, let's jump to Porphyromonas gingivalis, which is bacteria. This is the most dangerous bacteria for our health, what I know.
No, bomo šli zdaj do te bakterije gingivalis, ki je najsmrtonosnejša oziroma najbolj nevarna bakterija, ki jo on pozna.
It is anaerobic, that means it doesn't need oxygen.
Je anaerobična, kar pomeni, da ne potrebuje kisika.
In the majority of us
in večini nas
lives between gum
živi med dlesnimi in zobmi.
And after autopsy, this microorganism was discovered in brains.
In po avtopsiji so ta organizem odkrili v možganih.
With dementia people.
Pri ljudeh z demenco.
It was discovered in heart.
Našli so ga tudi v srcu.
People that were killed by infarct.
Pri ljudeh, ki so umrli za infarktom.
And it was discovered in colon, people with colon cancer.
In našli so ga tudi v črevesu pri ljudeh, ki so umrli za rakom na črevesju.
And it is classified as gram negative. That means even that part is dangerous and can cause inflammation.
In tudi, kadar je mrtva bakterija, je nevarna in lahko povzroča vnetje.
Please keep your oral care in very good condition.
Prosi, da res dobro skrbite za svoje
At present, people live for 80 years.
Da dobro skrbite za čistost vaših zobov.
100 years ago, 50 years.
Zdaj ljudje živijo 90 let, pred 100 leti so živeli 50 let.
And my explanation for me is for sure nutrition.
In njegova razlaga je zagotovo
medical care.
Zdravstvena oskrba.
And mainly oral care, because everybody of us is cleaning.
In predvsem skrb za zobmi, za čisto ustno votlino, ker vsi si čistimo zobe.
And we were speaking about another danger for pregnant women.
Govorila sva tudi o drugi nevarnosti za nosečnice.
If you have this microbe in your oral cavity,
če imamo ta mikrob v naših ustih,
you have high risk of preterm birth.
Obstaja velik riziko, da pride do prezgodnega poroda.
Because this bacteria goes to the uterus of the pregnant woman.
Ker ta bakterija se gre tudi v maternico nosečnic.
I recognized it 5 years ago. I was asked for help for my friend, and she has a very young boy, 488 grams.
To je pred 5 leti spoznal, ko so ga prosili za pomoč, njegove prijateljice, in ima majhnega fanta, 488 gramov.
And doctor saved him.
In so ga zdravniki rešili.
And I asked the doctor, hey, listen, what is the reason? Yeah, such a small baby, how it is possible?
In je vprašal zdravnika, kako je možno, da se je tako majhen otrok rodil.
And he knew the problem. He told me, hey, have a look on the mother. Yeah, have a look on in her cavity.
In je vedel razlog, mu je povedal, da je vzrok, da je bilo to v njenih zobeh.
And they confirmed it later with PCR test.
In to so kasneje potem potrdili s PCR testom.
Please be careful and tell everybody, yeah, to keep these hygiene rules.
Se pravi, bodite previdni in tudi vsem povejte, da je nega ustne votline izredno pomembna.
I call it good hydrogen practice.
On temu reče dobra praksa s vodikom.
How it looks.
Kako to izgleda?
After sleep, I will get up.
Se pravi, ko se zbudi, vstane.
Everything I have in my mouth.
Vse, kar ima v ustih, bo izpljunil, se pravi. Ja.
I'll take this water.
Bo vzel malo te vode nasičene z vodikom, bo po ustih malce požvrkljal.
Minimum 30 seconds.
Minimalno 30 sekund.
I stimulate parasympathicus. Now we know we can measure it with the parasympathicus. This is not important.
What
And
is
after
with-
30 seconds,
In po 30 sekundah
Right.
bo izpljunil.
do it every day in the morning, please.
Delajte to vsako jutro zjutraj
And try your best to teach it with your children.
in dajte naučiti tudi svoje otroke.
And what we measured?
Kar smo merili,
Inflammation markers.
markerje v netne
PCR
markerje,
techniques, number of ELISA test, Porphyromonas gingivalis,
this was,
concentration of bacteria.
aha, se pravi koncentracijo bakterij,
Blood in your mouth
kri v ustih, se
and
pravi dlesni,
endothelial function.
in endotelialne funkcije.
Yeah. After 3 months, you are healthy.
Po 3 mesecih
3,
si
4
zdrav.
months. Yeah.
If you use the molecular water with
Hydrogen water.
hydrogen water. Yeah.
This way I showed you.
Se pravi, če uporabljate to, kar je prej pokazal, žvrkljanje z vodo napolnjeno z vodikom, po 3 mesecih ste zdravi.
I very recommend you will decrease risk of your dementia,
Zmanjšali boste riziko za demenco,
risk of infarct,
za infarkt
risk of colon cancer.
in raka na črevesju.
I'm an oncological patient, and I was asked to tell something about oncology, about treatment with hydrogen, because I use hydrogen not every day, but very often.
Imel je raka in uporablja vodik vsak dan in so ga prosili, da malo pove o tem.
We have recommendation to use this typical cytotoxic treatment with colon cancer in the evening.
Priporočilo je, da pri raku na črevesju uporabljamo to citotoksično zdravljenje zvečer,
Not in the morning,
ne zjutraj,
and 1 hour before infusion hydrogen inhalation.
in 1 uro pred kemoterapijo.
Why? Because, as was mentioned, tumor cells divide through the night.
Ker se pač celice delijo po noči.
And this is very old, but still using therapy for colon cancer and very useful. Yeah?
To je stara, ampak še vedno star način in se še vedno uporablja in je tudi zelo učinkovit.
In the afternoon, oxoplatine.
Popoldne oksoplatine,
Yeah. Oxoplatine. 5-fluorouracil through the night.
čez noč,
5-FU. This is leucovorin, this is folate derivat to decrease toxicity.
to je derivat, LV je derivat folata, da zniža toksičnost.
Yeah, and for water and osmotic treatment, glucose. Yeah.
In za vodo in
It can be-
zdravljenje z osmozo glukozo.
can be replaced by trehalose, for example. Yeah. And if you compare the results,
In če primerjate rezultate,
53% treated if you keep this,
s tem načinom ja, je 53% zdravljenih
and close to half if you use it as today's guideline.
sorry,
Just half.
in samo pol,
If you do it in the morning, which is typical in our country, you will do it in the morning. Yeah? It's bad.
in le 32%, če to naredite zjutraj, tako kot je praksa.
And 1 hour before infusion, we recommend inhalation of molecular hydrogen.
1 uro pred kemoterapijo, hvala, priporočajo dihanje vodikove vode.
Because it is very
Yeah,
fast in
vodikove
its
fast.
efficiency, how
Ker
to
je-
protect cells.
Ker je izredno hitro učinkovit in zaščiti celice.
And now we know that it doesn't decrease efficiency of the therapy. No?
In zdaj vejo, da ne zmanjša učinkovitosti terapije.
Okay. Similar to leukemia in children,
Enako pri levkemiji pri otrocih,
evening dose with mercaptopurin,
se pravi večerna doza z merkapturinom
mercaptopurin and
Yeah.
hydrogen, the
in
best
vodikom,
way. Yeah.
najboljši način.
Yeah. We call it chronotherapy or chronopharmacokinetics.
Temu rečejo kronoterapija.
Yeah. And at present, we have 2 clinical trials in our country
Trenutno na Češkem potekata 2 klinični študiji
for breast cancer
za raka na prsih,
to decrease adverse effect and toxicity of the pills.
da bi zmanjšali stranske učinke, škodljive stranske učinke in toksičnost zdravil.
And in Bratislava,
In v Bratislavi
there is radiation of ladies with tumors in head.
Obsevajo ljudi z tumorji na glavi.
And again, we try our best to decrease toxicity of treatment,
In tudi tam se trudijo, da bi zmanjšali toksičnost
to
zdravljenja,
increase the chance to survive.
da bi zvišali možnost preživetja.
There is another approach we use, but this is not connected to hydrogen. Maybe tomorrow or today, I don't know which time we will tell in details. But if you are interested, we can send you a lot of information about multi-drug resistance problem, efflux systems, and if you keep the rules, you'll be surprised. You live much longer than you expect.
Uporabljajo pa še en način, ki ni sicer povezan z vodikom. Gre za to, da se zmanjša učinek zdravil, se pravi, če jih več jemlješ.
Something about brown gas, because usually we don't need it. I'm convinced that we don't need it.
Še nekaj o domnevam Brownovem plinu, da je prepričan, da ga ne rabimo.
Brown gas is 66% of hydrogen and 33% of oxygen.
To je 66% vodika in 33% kisika.
Typical concentration of oxygen here is 21%, yeah?
Tipično koncentracija kisika v zraku je približno 21%.
But it is valid here. That goes down very fast in your lungs, is much lower.
In ko ga vdihnete v pljučih, je mnogo nižji.
In blood much lower, in liver much lower, kidneys, yeah? And the lowest in bones.
In potem seveda skozi vseh organih manj in najmanj je potem, najmanjša koncentracija je v mišicah in kosteh.
From our point of view, to increase oxygen level has no sense.
Se pravi, z njihovega vidika zvišati nivo kisika nima smisla.
There are some exceptions.
So izjeme.
If you suffer with respiratory disease like COVID, flu and so on,
Se pravi, če imate kakšno respiratorno bolezen,
you have problem to breathe
imate težave z dihanjem,
because oxygen doesn't penetrate.
ker kisik ne prodre.
It needs just 0.1 millimeter. Transition sickness is very loud. That means our body is full of veins and arteries.
Ja, se pravi, zelo malo ga pride v telo, ga vsrkamo.
You can use prone position. It is here.
Lahko uporabljamo te različne položaje,
Because you double your surface for change of gases in your lungs. Yeah?
ker podvojimo površino za izmenjavo plinov v pljučih.
And
v telesu.
use it even with hydrogen.
Uporablja ga tudi z vodikom.
You can lay on bed
Lahko se uležete na
Use
posteljo
hydrogen
in vdihate,
and maybe
ali pa-
10 minutes is fully enough.
in je mogoče samo 10 minut potrebnih.
That means this is not comfortable position, but very, very efficient.
To pomeni, ni udoben položaj, je pa zelo efektivno.
Okay. So our solution, we make a lot of details connecting how to use molecular hydrogen for healthy people, for suffering people, for elderly.
Se pravi, njihove rešitve so, kako za zdrave ljudi uporabljati vodik, kako za bolane, za starejše
And even for children,
in tudi za otroke.
because through the COVID time,
Kajti v času COVID-a
I was infected.
je bil inficiran,
I received the message, you were in contact with infected person.
je dobil sporočilo, da je bil v kontaktu z okuženo osebo
I stopped immediately in separation.
in je šel takoj v karanteno.
Decided to die better than infect anybody else.
Se je odločil, da je boljše, da umre, kot da še koga okuži.
But I was on my journey back from Prague from presentation.
Ampak se je vračal iz Prage, ki je imel predstavitev
I had molecular hydrogen.
in je imel molekularni
I
vodik
had tonometer for blood pressure,
in je imel napravo za merjenje krvnega pritiska,
thermometer,
termometer,
and I started measure my body.
in je začel delati meritve na sebi.
Third day,
Tretji dan
I received fever,
je dobil vročino
And I decided when I reached 38.5,
In se je odločil, ko bo vročina prišla do
I will
38,5,
do something.
bo nekaj naredil.
Just hydrogen was there.
In je bil, tam je imel samo vodik.
I inhale hydrogen
In je dihal vodik
for a very short time.
zelo kratek čas.
And I was so surprised that in a minute,
In izredno je bil presenečen, ker že
my
v
body
minuti
temperature dropped to 35.9 degrees of Celsius.
je njegova telesna temperatura padla na 35,9
And I
stopinj
told
Celzija.
myself,
In si je rekel,
hey doctor,
hej zdravnik,
you discovered the most efficient and the most safe antipyretics in the world.
odkril si najboljši in najbolj varen način, kako znižati temperaturo.
You don't need aspirin,
Ne rabiš
you
aspirina,
don't need paracetamol,
ne paracetamola,
ibuprofen and so on.
ibuprofena in tako naprej.
Usually problem for children.
To je običajno problem oziroma težava pri
And
otrocih.
now we are working on it because you need a lot of trials, a lot of volunteers, a lot of paper, as you could see today.
In zdaj delajo na tem, ker rabiš potrebno je veliko prostovoljcev, papirologije in tako naprej.
It's partly bureaucracy, but we need it for sure.
To je del birokracije, ampak je potrebno.
I will finish. So, safety, we are speaking about it. This is the most safe.
Se pravi, to je najbolj varno.
I can see some ladies I very recommend. Even I can recognize that I'm 67.
Zelo priporočajo gospem,
I have a very smooth skin.
on je star 67 let in ima zelo gladko kožo.
And this is part of my office.
To je del njegove pisarne.
When we started in oncology,
Ko smo začeli na onkologiji,
my professor in Hradec Králové
je njegov profesor v Hradec Králové
told me, please study amino acid tryptophan.
je rekel, naj študira aminokisline
Tryptophan.
triptofan.
This is the most toxic amino acid.
To je najbolj toksična aminokislina.
And if you are working with molecular hydrogen,
In če delate z molekularnim vodikom,
it fits together,
se veže z njim.
and you'll be surprised. And if your nutrition adds some magnesium,
In če dodate še nekaj magnezija,
biological active form of vitamin B6, which is pyridoxal phosphate
se pravi biološko aktivno
form,
B6.
pyridoxal phosphate, yes, zinc and so on,
Cink
some
in tako
niacin,
naprej.
you'll be surprised that you will change your biochemical reaction, and instead of very dangerous diabetogenic neurotoxic components,
boste,
you will have protection of your brain.
boste spremenili svojo biokemijo in boste ščitili svoje možgane.
I hope that it was interesting for you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Hvala.